Welcome back, guys. This is Alex from Explore with Alex. I hope everybody has had a wonderful Thanksgiving, enjoying time with your family and your friends and eating a lot. I sure did. I ate so much. Well, today I'm going to take you to another place. It's not a campground. It's actually a historic place that I went to check out. It's called La Purísima Mission in Lompoc, California. I chose this because I think it's a wonderful place if you want to go with a family and say you're in the area, you want to go check out something to do. La Purísima Mission is huge. It receives about over 200,000 people a year. And it's a great place to know a little bit about California history. So why don't we go take a look? Hopefully you like it. I'll see you next time. Please take care of yourself. Take care. Bye-bye. Welcome back, guys. Today I'm taking a look at Mission La Purísima, which was founded December 8th, 1787. This is the 11th mission in California. There's 21 missions in California right now, also called in other times too as La Purísima Concepción de María Santísima. Once you arrive, you come up to a parking lot. You'll have to pay $6 to get in. Okay, so I'm at the La Purísima Mission, and I just paid for the entrance at $6, and I'm trying to wait here to get my ticket for day use. So the ranger is telling me that the gate closes at 5. So you could park outside and then just walk in, and you don't have to pay the $6. But as long as your vehicle is outside, then you're okay. To the right is the Visitor Center. You can check out the Visitor Center for any information. The Visitor Center is open Tuesday through Sunday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. La Purísima Mission is a state historic park surrounded by approximately 2,000 acres of parkland. It is the most fully restored mission in California, with 10 buildings right now to check out. The mission is run by an organization known as the Prelado. Their support provides La Purísima Mission State Historic Park with animal care, money enrichment programs, training, building repairs, and many other aspects of operating this historic park. If you're planning to visit, allow plenty of time to explore and enjoy this mission. Wear comfortable shoes because you'll be doing lots of walking. The park stages special days throughout the year. This will be a great time to visit the mission so that you can experience a realistic feel for life in the mission era with in-period costumes that volunteer wear. La Purísima hosts over 200,000 visitors each year for recreation and a chance to explore California's heritage. Founded in 1787, La Purísima Mission land holdings once covered nearly 300 acres, bordered by the Santa Maria River in the north and the Gaviota coastline in the south. The land was home to the Chumash people and Spanish settlers. The mission was known for its hides and blankets, and at its peak, 2,000 inhabitants herded as many as 24,000 cattle and sheep. The mission today is open nearly every day for self-guided tours. The Spanish established Franciscan Catholic missions throughout California during the 18th century and early 19th century to assist in colonizing the Pacific Coast region and to spread their Christian faith to local American Indian tribes. The Spanish not only introduced a new religion to the native people, they brought new livestock, fruit and vegetables, farming techniques, and social practices to the area as well. The missions were not just churches, but an entire settlement that completely changed life in California. Today, visitors can see and experience many of these historic missions throughout California. So Father Presidente Fermín de la Suen founded Mission La Purísima in 1787. La Purísima Concepción was a remote but active outpost of the Spanish Empire. Like other missions in the Kingdom of the New Spain, it was built with a plan in mind to baptize Indians into the Spanish Catholic Church, to teach them European crafts and utilize their labor, and to instill Spanish culture. These efforts were to have paid off in a matter of years, when these Indians would receive a share of mission lands and become full citizens of the Spanish Empire. So next we're going to head to the cuartel. And this is where the soldiers were at. The Spanish plan was to accomplish the religious and military occupation of Upper California. There were usually 2 missionaries assigned to each mission. Each day, the Indian converts were exposed to the teachings and traditions of the Spanish Catholic Church. It was a type of worship far different from the Chumash way, which focused on the natural rhythm of earth, sun, and stars. The stern rule of the priests penetrated every aspect of Chumash life. La Purísima became complete Spanish outpost on a frontier, a little city in itself. Far from centers of commerce, self-sufficiency was important. Those were the plates, the candle holders. Trade specialists from Mexico were brought in by the mission fathers to teach skills to the Indian converts. The Indians learned the use of firearms as well as agriculture tools. If you decide to visit La Purísima Mission State Historic Park, it will make you feel as if you stepped off a time machine and into the early 1800s. This is a mission that failed at its goal of establishing a city and a trade outpost. So the area exists in the middle of rolling hills pretty much as it did hundreds of years ago. The mission and its outlying buildings fell into disarray after the Mexican Revolution and the land became a private ranch. Thankfully, the entire complex was preserved and restored and exists in a state that is strikingly reminiscent of the colonial era. Just being here, it's beautiful. Beautiful scenery, very calm and relaxing, great experience for the whole family, a great place to embrace nature with many trails and paths to explore.
Central fountain here at the mission. Drinking water, of course, was very important for everybody. And when the Spanish got here, guess what? They said, we're going to take the water from the springs. And so what they did is we have about 4 springs, maybe even more, around here. And what they did is they took water from a spring that was in back of the filter house and they funneled it into that house. And then they have a rectangular kind of vat that's there. It's empty now. It was about 3 feet of sand and charcoal that they would filter the water through. So they made their own filter. And then they had clay pipes. They actually had that technology back then. And they would fit in. They would have a bigger aperture at one end and a smaller aperture. And each pipe looked like that. And so you could see how they would fit in. From that building there, underground, the pipes would go into the central fountain. And so they bring the fresh water to them instead of having to go out to the fresh water.
So next I'm going to go see the lavanderia. They said they have 2 lavanderias here. So the time the mission was running, all these trees were not even here. It was just the fountain, the 2 fountains. Bye.